Do what thou wilt. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of 7 Minutes with the Magus, featuring your host, Omega Logion, Magus of the Eon of Maat. Now, the number 13 gets a really bad rap. It's been considered unlucky and disparaged for centuries, probably because it's the number of the death card in the tarot. Nevertheless, it reminds me of another number that's been disparaged for a long time. 666. Oh, how people like to say that's evil. It's the number of the devil. It's not evil. No number is evil. But we know where it got its bad reputation. In the book of Revelation, when it's talking about the great beast, it says, "Let him who has wisdom count the number of the beast. It is the number of a man, and it is 666. Well, yes, it is the number of a man, and that man was Nero. The Emperor Nero was an enemy of the Christians. He persecuted and he killed them, so of course he was considered evil, just like his city of Rome was called Babylon, and she was disparaged and called evil too. The fact is that if you spell his name and title in Hebrew, Neron Kaiser, as Nun, Resh, Vav, Nun, Kof, Samek, Resh, it equals 666. Interestingly, an alternative version of the book of Revelation has the number as 616. Now that would also be Nero. You just drop the final Nun off his name and spell Nero Kaiser, and it equals 616. I guess it makes that number evil too. Except it's not as snazzy as 666. Well, we know that Crowley made a big deal out of 666. His mother called him the Beast when he was a child, and he called himself the Beast 666. He took his magical motto as a magus, To Megatherion, the Great Beast, which equals 666 in Greek gematria. Now, Crowley said that 666 was a solar number. Now, why did he say that? In the Middle Ages, Cornelius Agrippa put out his 3 books of occult philosophy, and in them, he showed the magic squares of the planets. Now, a magic square is a square diagram filled with all the numbers from 1 up to a square number, and then each column and each row adds up to the same number, making it magic. Well, each one of them was associated with a different planet. So the smallest possible one is 3 by 3, that's Saturn. The 4 by 4 magic square is Jupiter. 5 by 5 is Mars. 6 by 6 is the Sun. 7 by 7 is Venus. 8 by 8 is Mercury. 9 by 9 is the Moon. So the 6 by 6 magic square was associated with the Sun. But all of the numbers in that magic square are from 1 to 36, which when you add them all up is 666. This is also called a triangular number. And the reason for that is if you put dots in a triangle, starting with 1 dot, then 2 dots, then 3 dots, then 4 dots, and so on, if you go all the way down to a level with 36 dots in it, you will have a big triangle containing 666 dots. So it is the triangular number of 36. But interestingly, 36 itself is a triangular number. If you put dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the numbers from 1 to 8 add up to 36. So 666 can be concentrated to 36, which itself can be concentrated to 8. Why is that important? Well, it turns out that 666 had a mystery about it that Crowley didn't know. It's actually a picture of the tree of life. It's a base 3 representation of the tree we've all seen. You look at the tree that has no da'at and has a pendant ma'okut at the bottom. It has 7 levels. It's got 1 sphere, then 2 spheres, then 2 spheres, then 1 sphere, then 2 spheres, then 1 sphere, and then the final sphere, Malkut. 7 levels, 10 spheres. Replace those spheres in the middle pillar with dots for Tao, and replace the spheres on the side pillars with a broken yin line. And now all of a sudden, you've created the number 666. It's been staring everyone in the face for centuries. Here's another secret. Its antigram is that other evil number, 333, the spelling of Karanzan. Just take the yin lines and replace them with yang lines, connecting the two side pillars with the three horizontal paths. And now you have the number 333. And here's a third secret about those two numbers. Turn them upside down. 666 becomes 186. 333 becomes 93. 93 and 186 reminds us of agape and thelema, because agape is 93, agape and thelema is 186. And where did that come from? The phrase, love is the law, love under will. And where did that come from? The goddess Nuit. So here's something really interesting. 666 condenses to the number 36, which is the Hebrew word Elah, meaning goddess. And goddess condenses to the number 8, which is two different Hebrew words. Ahava, meaning love, and Ave, meaning will. So don't disparage the number 666, because it represents the goddess who told us this: love is the law, love under will.